Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about how to eat for your cycle. Now, this is a very basic outline that I'm going to cover. There are a ton more details in my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. I cover a lot of important information in here, as well as talking about nutrition throughout different phases of your life. I also have a book called The Female Menopause Solution. So if you're like, I don't have a cycle anymore, I have a whole book for that too. That's on Amazon as well. So, and looking at eating for your hormones in your cycle, basic things here are day 1 is the first day of your period. Day 14 is about when you should ovulate. And day 28 is about when that ends, right? So if your cycle is longer or shorter, that's totally fine. That might be normal for you. And there's different things that happen in different phases of the cycle. So what this means is that in the beginning part here, the first couple of weeks, your body is higher in estrogen. That is the more dominant hormone. Estrogen is going to give you more energy, have your digestive system work better and faster, help muscle tissue build faster, which is really hard for women to do. So there's some different things that happen in your body when your body is higher in estrogen here. After ovulation, progesterone takes over and it makes things a little bit more different. Harder to recover from workouts. Your digestive system slows down. You can feel more fatigued. Your system responds to stress differently here, especially in here, right? Where your whole body shifts and changes, right? So throughout the month, you actually have more blood volume here. Your uterus is twice the size here as it is over here. So of course, if you're thinking, gosh, I'm trying to lose weight or I'm trying to get healthy, this week, it's way different than it was last week or the week before. Yeah, because you have a different body. Different organs are different size in your body. That's not something you can control. That's just what happens. That's what happens. That's how it goes, right? Yay. But what that means is that if you're not acknowledging how different your system is throughout the month, you are completely missing out on some really important nutrition tips, not just to regulate your cycle, take advantage of your hormones, but also boost your metabolism naturally by just working with your system versus fighting against it and expecting it to be the same day after day after week, because it's not. It's not. You have like 4 different bodies throughout the month. But I like to break it down into just these 2, right? So it's easy to kind of navigate here as you get started with this. So estrogen overall, the first 14 days, your body's actually burning carbs more. Yes. So incorporating some really healthy carbs, right? Getting a good balance of carbs, simple versus complex carbohydrates. So that's as easy as just doing, today I had some fruit and I had some sweet potatoes and quinoa. Great. Balance of complex and simple carbs right there. Perfect. You're doing a good job. Cooling foods. So this is the thing I talk about that matches with your body's hormones in terms of basal body temperature. So basal body temperature is lower here in the estrogen phase, and then it's higher here, basal body temp here, right? Which most women only care about this if you're trying to either get pregnant or not get pregnant, right? Okay. But if you're aligning your system when leaning into that shift and change in temperature, you're just changing the tone of the foods that you're eating. This does not mean that you have to be restrictive. This is not cutting calories. This has nothing to do with depleting your system of any more nutrients. So many women that I work with, oh my God, so many, like 99% of the women that I work with are nutrient deficient, which I will get into nutrient deficiency this week and talking about that and how it impacts your hormones and causes you to gain more weight. Yes, for women, nutrient deficiencies causes weight gain like that. Because of our hormones. But we'll get there this week, so stay tuned. But leaning into this difference, leaning into the cooling foods to match with that tone, that helps your body make and produce and maintain the correct amount of estrogens in your system. Cooling foods, right? This is an Eastern medicine kind of mindset with it. Chicken, turkey, fish, raw fruits, vegetables. I talk about a ton of these foods, not only in my book, also on my YouTube channel, which is called Dr. Beth Westy. Subscribe to that. Tons of videos on foods for estrogen and how to balance this. A lot of women that are estrogen dominant have issues with their cycle, issue with their period, and trouble losing weight because this is what's out of control. When having cooling foods here is really, really helpful. Progesterone, after you ovulate, body's higher in progesterone, basal body temperature rises here. Fats are really, really important at this point. Your system actually needs more calorie, more dense nutrients. And if you're not getting that, it actually can be seen as a stressor for your system, causing more weight gain, right? Causing more issues there. So we also lean into the increase in basal body temperature, warming foods. This is going to help your body produce and maintain the correct amount of progesterones that your system needs. Very, very important. Warming foods, beef, bacon, hot sauce, salsa, tomatoes, ginger, cinnamon, right? All these, foods that you normally eat and like, great. Again, not about restricting it at all. Not about restriction, just incorporate those foods more during this phase. Oh my gosh, so easy to help your system lean into that warming phase here. Last thing here, again, because your system is so different, because your blood volume is different, because your uterus is twice the size, it takes a different amount of minerals to fully hydrate. If you are not hydrating with minerals, your body can't upload that hydration into your cells the same way. It's different. So you can be thirsty, drink water, and still feel bloated. Yeah, isn't that fun? Yeah. You need more minerals in your system. Easy peasy fix right there. So these are all things that I teach women how to do in the 12-week challenge. Now, I'm opening up my wait list again. Now, the next 12-week registration does not start until September for this, but I'm putting the wait list in there right now. The only way to get access to registration is from this wait list. Last time it filled up in 24 hours because I only take so many women because we can only work with so many women. I have a doctor that I added to my team, Dr. Victoria. She's fantastic. So she also is going to be assisting and helping women with hormones as well. I've done a podcast with her and everything else. And this is just such a fantastic way to lean into this. But again, you want to know more about this. You are like, how do I do more of this? Can I start incorporating this right now? Absolutely. I've got tons of info out there. My podcast is called The Female Health Solution. So between podcast, YouTube, my book, all these things that you can start with, absolutely. But the 12-week challenge is where, we hold your hand, walk you through it, and make sure we're updating everything step by step by step as you progress through this program. Yes. But again, waitlist is the only way that you can get that registration. And we just opened up the waitlist. So registration is in September, but it fills up. So if you want in, get on the waitlist right there. Oh, and I send out a ton of great info. So you can kind of start playing around with this. Start asking questions if you have them. If you're like, oh, hey, I started doing this. This is different for me. What else can I do? Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm a resource for you. Tammy, what can I eat instead of beef and bacon? Oh, good question, Tammy. So this is a question I get all the time. If you are also a person who doesn't eat animal meat, say you're a vegetarian, absolutely. I have a whole meal plan if you're vegetarian or vegan. Whole meal plan, all plant-based. It's not exclusive like you can only eat beef here. No. Again, this is this mindset that we've been trained into. It has to be this way or you won't see results. That's not realistic for women, right? Or a lifestyle that you want to follow. So you can still eat chicken over here, right? Just make sure you're adding warming components to it. Add hot sauce to it, right? Add spices to it. Add peppers, whatever that is, to add that heat to that meal, to that food. So that during the day, as long as you're doing more warming things than cooling, you're going to be working with progesterone. Yeah. But you can absolutely eat other foods, right? Or, again, go plant-based completely because I do have an entire plant-based meal plan. Yes. High protein, plant-based. So fun. Okay, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be talking more about metabolism tactics specific for estrogen, for progesterone, different things that people miss out on, really common mistakes women make. So don't forget to tune in this week because I'm going to be diving into a bunch of really fun stuff. So, all right, that's what I got for you today. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.